definitely. They have a good quarterback over there, good receivers, a good team, good solid team. They arguably should have beat Richmond last year, and so we lost to Richmond last year. So we're going into to the season, to training camp, really focus on getting better, focus on ourselves, and really preparing ourselves to go out there and compete on Saturday.
Thank you, Chris. Good luck.
Thank you.
How can you cover an electric guy like Torrey Smith?
Huh?
How can you cover a guy like Torrey Smith?
Watching a lot of tape, put yourself in good positions to make plays on the ball, and trying to contain some of his strong points. But he's a great player, a great athlete. So going in there and covering up is definitely a tough task. But if you play cornerback, look for those challenges.
What kind of goals do you set personally for yourself this season?
I'm more so concerned about team goals because I think the program means a lot more than myself. We're heading in the right path, and as a leader, make sure I lead the team, and as well as the other seniors in the team, to lead in a way that we help the program continue to build on what we had in the past.
It's obviously the NFL the next step for you. Is that the front of your mind, the back of your mind? Is that your pressure on you to perform even better this year?
Depends how you look at it. For myself, I just look at going in and playing really, trying to play really well and help my team win week in and week out this season. And if I do that, I feel like the NFL and all the other stuff will take care of itself.
You've probably been asked this several times, but how do you feel about hosting the national championship this year?
Hosting the national championship?
The defending national champions, Alabama this year.
I mean, it's definitely a big test. They're an established team. The job saw what they did last year. But just like any other game, we're going to prepare for them, and it's going to be a great opportunity for us to see where we stack up.
How big is it for the campus for you guys to bring them to your place?
It was definitely big. Coach Cut knows how important we're trying to how important how essential it is to take this program to the next step. That's one of those things that we're doing, playing teams and having them respect our field, home field, and going out there and performing.
And you guys got a new quarterback coming in to play that game. What are your thoughts of the quarterback coming in?
Sean Referee's very talented kid, very talented player. Fortunately for us, he's been really played some games in the past. He's not just coming off cold. Played really well against our team last year. So he's a guy that prepares and has a lot of talent. And those are two things you could ask for the team.
Thank you.
Chris, what does it say about your program? Coach Cup, probably had a chance to go back to Tennessee, but chose you guys to stay.
It shows how much Coach Cup believes in our program. Shows the type of person he is, integrity he has, and how much he really sees us moving into the future as a program.
What did that do for you guys as a team? Your coach team is pursued by a big-time program.
I mean, Coach Cut he's an established coach. Programs are going to offer him the head coaching job many times over. We're just happy and fortunate enough to have him choose us and have faith in us to move forward. It gives us a lot of confidence. See that we're definitely on the right path. We definitely have the resources around us to be a great program. So now we just have to take the next step.
I talk about being, everybody talks about ACC this year. It's like, Georgia Tech won the whole thing. Carolina might be awesome. J Tech's going to be good. And you guys are like, we're better, and yet you might be better, and you still might be fifth. Is it hard to look at? Is it one of those things that's annoying to you're like, boy, if we were on the other side of this thing playing Clemson was a little dent, you're like, suddenly we might be first or second on that side, and we might have the hardest time even moving from where we were last year.
To be honest, we don't even think about that at all in terms of where we stand and where we end up in the conference. We definitely want to go out there and compete week in and week out. We have a lot of things that we can control on our side. We go there and prepare for every game. We go out there and compete every single play and really compete. We feel like we have, all the other stuff is going to take care of itself.
How, everybody's Alabama. Is it pretty critical to, at least put a good show. Win or lose, is it critical to put a good showing up there just to show people we really are getting better over here?
I mean, at the end of the day, you want to win the game. So we're going into that, preparing for that game just like we play any other game. We're trying to win. And we played a lot of good teams before, but obviously they're the defending national championship. They have a established repertoire. They have great players over there. So it's going to be interesting. It's going to be fun, and it's going to really show us where we stack up nationally.
It's so odd for Alabama to even go outside of its little comfort zone down there. Do you guys feel like there's, more or less, exposure to be had for you guys in a game like this, for them to leave, the South, that section of the South is pretty rare.
Definitely shows where our program is moving. It definitely shows that it's moving in the right direction. We're starting to schedule, playing teams at our home field. We take pride in playing teams at our home field. We feel like we're really on the right path. Playing Alabama at our place is definitely going to be a great test for us.
Talk about what it was like off season with Coach Cutcliffe in Tennessee. Everybody said, he's got history there. He's got this and that and the other. Talk about how much he filled you guys in as the process was going on, and how much input, decision, talking you guys did with him.
I wasn't able to talk to him personally, but he really had he really made a decision relatively quick in terms of the circumstances, in terms of what was at stake for himself, for him. I was able to speak to my position coach because I knew that a lot of people were calling him, want to know what his decision is. So, and it was a waiting game. We waited, around 24 hours. Is probably, a big scare for us as players. A lot of us already felt that he left, but due to the internet stuff. But we're grateful to have him come back and choose us as a program. It shows how much confidence he has in us as a program, and what type of person he is to kind of stick with the job that he started off with.
What is it? I mean, is the goal? Is it a bowl game for this group, or is it? Is that number one on the list? We want to get in a bowl.
We want to build upon what we did last year. We won 5 games last year. We want to build upon that, and we feel like before we get to those, those types of goals, we have to, take a lot smaller and deal with the individual things. Taking it a day at a time, going out there and competing through training camp, preparing our team for the first game of the season. We can't overlook any team. We got to go out there and compete and really go after every play. And all the other things after that will take care of themselves.
With a new quarterback, how realistic is him, getting better than you guys were last year? Usually, some people think, okay, with a new quarterback, take a step back.
Well, Sean Referee is a talented player. He also has some game experience. He was able to play in some games last year. So it's not like he's just coming off, redshirt year. He's never played, never seen college football. He played a little bit in the Georgia Tech game. He actually helped us win the Army game. He played a pivotal role in that game. So, Sean Referee is one of those kids that really prepares, really, gets ready for the season, has a lot of talent. So for that, we're very confident in Sean Referee.
Different talent quarterback than Lewis, or similar to Lewis's?
Similar. Obviously, at the end of the day, Thaddeus was an ultimate playmaker. Sean Referee has his work cut out for him, but I feel like he can do that.
And of course, I feel like this is your guys' time to really jump in and make a statement about where
without any theory, definitely looking forward to the opportunity this upcoming season. Very confident in our abilities, in our work. We put a lot of work in. We're starting to earn the respect of a lot of players, a lot of people, and a lot of players, and a lot of teams around the nation. But we're still not done yet. We feel like we have a lot of work to do. And the only way to earn that respect is to win on Saturday. So if we go out there and win on Saturday, everything else will take care of itself.
Where do you feel like the program has come under Coach Cutcliffe?
My freshman year, we didn't win any games, so it's come a long way to what people view as a program. Coach Cut has established a great institution, a great program at Duke. Has great coaching staff, great strength conditioning staff. From everybody in the organization, we're all on the same plan, same goal. to kind of accomplish and to move forward as a program. And that's definitely okay.
What is the defense overall? What kind of unit do you guys feel this year? What the strength of this defense going to be?
Speed. We have a lot of speed on this defense. We have a lot of an aggressive type defense that really is going to look forward to creating turnovers and kind of build upon our weakness last year of not creating enough turnovers.
Can the pass rush be better this year?
Yes, definitely. We have a lot of young, athletic players, and adding them to the system and using their strengths in our system will definitely show on Saturdays.
Defensive lines that a worry for you at all with the experience, I guess? You think you like the people you have there now?
I mean, not really. We know that Coach Hobby's going to get those guys ready. Just like we have our intent to hold up as defensive backs. We have to make sure we're taking care of ourselves before we start kind of worrying about what other people and other positions are doing.
Duke basketball has long overshadowed the football program, maybe with the championship this past year. Maybe not to peak, but as high as it's ever been. How does that feel as football players? Is there any camaraderie with basketball players, or is that like, what is the relationship there?
Definitely, we want them to go back to back. We're out there celebrating when they guys won the national championship. Those guys are going to celebrate games on Saturday. So, in terms of, I guess, comparing the two, it's not really there's no reason comparing. In terms of we support them, they support us, and we both want to do the best we can.
Do you think it at all detracts from fan attention from the football program, though, that there's so much attention to the basketball team?
Not really. I feel like they've established a program there with Coach K, similar to what Coach Cup wants to establish at Duke football. So we have a great opportunity in front of us to kind of move forward and build a program, a great program at Duke. And look forward to doing that.
You guys have like co-defensive coordinators now, I guess. I mean, is each one kind of make his own mark in a certain way, I guess? Or how does that work? I guess two guys in charge there.
The good thing is they've been together before. We've coached together at Ole Miss before. So I mean, we had two co-defensive coordinators last year with Coach McIntyre and Coach Hobby. Now we just have Coach Hobby and Coach Noel. So all the coaches, they're always on the same page. They're great friends that coached together before, so they know each other off the field. So it doesn't really come into play.
As the new co-defensive coordinator, is he kind of is there a difference because of him? I guess is he brought a certain approach, I guess, or philosophy?
He brings the same approach. I mean, he's been in the tutelage of Coach Cut. He's coached under Coach Cut before, and him coming in to adding to this staff, he has another dimension, some of the strengths that he has. So it's going to be fun. It's definitely fun playing under Coach Knowles. We'll see it happen on Saturdays.